What's going on, guys? Spencer here with HM Massage, and look at what I am dealing with. It has been coming down here in Washington, and all this cold and snow has led me to start thinking about arthritis. Arthritis usually gets worse in the cold and during the winter times, so I wanted to show you guys a quick self-massage that anybody can do. You don't have to be a professional in order to do this. That'll help get rid of that stiffness, the tightness, or the pain that's caused by arthritis. We're going to be specifically looking at the hand today and the joints in that to kind of combat hand arthritis, but these techniques can be applied to most other joints that you're feeling issues with. First, click that like button so I know I'm doing something right, and then let's jump right into the massage. As always, start off with some lotion or oil to get a nice glide. Now, the first thing when dealing with arthritis is to know what it is. Arthritis is simply inflammation of the joint. And we already know that with inflammation, our best result is going to be icing. Doing the massage is really going to help bring blood flow and decrease pain and stiffness, but always ice after the massage to receive the best results. Beginning the massage, we're going to just start with compressions. So keeping your main hand relaxed, use your other hand, and you can do an alternating pattern like I'm doing here, or you can just stick with one side at a time and simply squeeze down on your hand. This should not hurt. Massaging with arthritis is opposite in the fact that no pain, no gain doesn't apply here. We never want to hurt ourselves more with arthritis, simply only do what feels good. And sliding in, we're going to take our fingers and start doing some linear Swedish friction on the top of our hands. Aim for the muscles that are in between your finger bones, as the webbing in between your finger bones can get really tight, and the more pulling they'll do, the more inflammation they'll cause. Next up, find the knuckles. We're always moving from our wrist outward, starting at the bottom and moving upward. Once we have the knuckles, we're just going to do some stationary circles on each of the knuckle joints. Showing you guys a few different angles from the top and the bottom. Simply pinch the knuckle in between your two fingers and do circles. Once again, go lighter if you need to. This isn't supposed to cause a lot of pain. Once again, moving more outward to our finger joints, you'll see that I'm rocking the joint back and forth. As I keep slipping off here, you don't want to fall off. Simply find the bending hinge joint and slowly roll it back and forth in between your other fingers. And you'll notice the finger has two main hinge joints there, so you want to work both of them. Work them each about 3 times and do that for each finger. And that'll really get the blood moving, reducing that stiffness in the connective tissues, and decrease the pain that's hurting us. Once we're finished with that, we're going to shake them. Grab the end of your fingertips and just give them a nice little jostle in order to loosen up everything that's connecting your fingers after we've warmed it up. Also grabbing all 4 fingers and shaking them back and forth. Gentle but firm is kind of the idea here. And that'll feel really good. Next up, a few hand forearm trigger point spots. Trigger points are always a culprit when it comes to tightness in any area. The first one is that webbing between the thumb and the forefinger. This is called Union Valley. Hold this spot and aim a bit more towards your finger pointer. Work down into the thumb side of your forearm, right at the wrist. The wrist is full of many different types of joints, and this can cause a little bit of a chaos in the movements that we do every single day. You'll see I'm pinning and stretching certain parts of the forearm, sticking with the top, the pinky side, underside, and the thumb side. Once you pin and stretch it, feel free to give your hand a little bit of movement in order to add more release to the tight muscles. Finally, we want to stretch out our hand. Stretching is great, something that you should be doing every single day. Here we're going to be pulling apart our fingers sideways and just go 2 at a time in order to get the best stretch possible. And really focus on opening up that webbing and keeping your hand open. Our hands constantly close and grip throughout the day, so we want to stretch them in the opposite direction. Giving the forearm a final stretch, pulling the fingers backwards, still sticking with the same idea of opening up the hands. And as we come to a close, notice this only took about 5 minutes to do the entirety of the massage. This is something you can do daily on yourself. It is going to help in measurable amounts. Arthritis and constant pain is something we can fix without pills and without just covering it up. So simply doing a self-massage at home and then icing is a fantastic way of healing this pretty rapidly. Like I said, you don't have to be a professional. Anybody can perform self-massage on themselves and receive amazing benefits. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helped out your hand arthritis and kind of to deal with any pain or tension you got going on. Subscribe to the channel for more massage and health related content, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.